Hello and welcome to this music education series. In this episode we're going to be going over the stave, the clefs and the note pitches you'll need to know for grade 1 music theory. I'm going to be working through Trinity College's grade 1 theory of music workbook, but you can work through any grade 1 theory workbook and most of the information in these videos will be covered in it. Music is written on 5 lines called a stave. On the stave we write note heads and they are oval, they are not round. Note heads can be written on the lines of the stave or in the spaces between the lines. The note heads that are written higher up the stave sound higher, and likewise the note heads written lower down the stave sound lower. The lines that are drawn off the note heads are called stems. Generally the stems on the high notes are on the left and hang down off the note head, kind of like the letter P. The stems on the low notes are on the right and go up, like a lowercase d. The middle line is the exception to the rule. Here the stem can go up or down. The musical alphabet is made up of 7 letters: A, B, C, D, E, F and G. Once you get to G, the next note up is an A and it repeats over and over. The clef is used to show the pitch of a note on a stave. This is a treble clef. It's also known as a G clef because it curls around the line where the G note sits. This is a bass clef. It's also known as a F clef because the dots are on either side of the line where the F note sits. Middle C is a note you can usually find in the middle of a keyboard or piano. On the treble and bass clef, it sits on a ledger line. Ledger lines are like an extension to the stave and are written the same distance away from the stave as the stave lines. On the treble clef, middle C is written on a ledger line below the stave, like this. On the bass clef, middle C is written on a ledger line above the stave, like this. In grade 1 music theory, the pitches you need to know on the treble clef are from the B below middle C to the B above the stave. The easiest way to remember the names of the notes on the lines of the treble clef is by learning little rhymes. For example, in this book they've used the rhyme, "Every green bus drives fast." I was always taught, "Every good boy deserves fruit," but you can make up your own if you like. For the notes that sit in the spaces, the letters spell out the word face. On the bass clef you need to know the notes from the D below the stave to the D above middle C. On the bass clef, again the rhymes are the easiest way to remember the notes. I always learnt, "Good boys deserve fruit always," but again you can make up your own. In the spaces, I always remembered Ace G, but I'm sure you can come up with something better than that. Work through the exercises in your workbooks and let me know how you get on, and feel free to ask any questions below.